would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida's offense will get first crack at it today. And greeting them is a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the UCF Knights offense will have its first possession of the game. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The Gators sending the offense back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the tackle after he gets two down to the 25. Guys, let's chat about Florida. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, Dave.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. With the catch, it's Satterfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Wants to go up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Knights have their offense in high gear. Gonna look downfield again. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Using his feet. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling stopping the run.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll heave it deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Garrison. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Creates a little space. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
The Gators come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30 plus.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense played well.
When we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take one.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Douglas. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. Trying to run, it's Worthy. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want to run it left here. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Heaves it on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. The Knights pick up the first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Got his man downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UCF!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by a field goal over South Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Garrison. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And he's loose and hit. Get to the house. Touchdown, Gators. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these design runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Using his legs, it's Worthy. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Hauls it in. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching.
Turning it on. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Touchdown, Florida! Once he got some room, it was over.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And he added the extra point. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He'll pull it down. Snowed under by the defense. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle at Satterfield. The Knights get it past the sticks. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. The official says no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try the right side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. The Knights pick up the first down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
To the ground. He's got it again. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. And they can't make the connection.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee you he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Knights will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete in the deep. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for space. It's Worthy. Nice move to keep running. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The inside handoff. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He couldn't quite get loose on that. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Morton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage.
And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. And after the interception, he brings it back. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, UCF! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Really nice touchdown.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going right to work up top. Wide open downfield. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect.
Sends it downfield. Defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Knights!
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll try the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, after play action opens the whole play.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They're working that left side. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A gut check on the doorstep. 3rd and goal here in overtime. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, UCF! And they score first here in overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got it. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woodhead. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page.
Touchdown, Gator! They got it in. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. To the ground with the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Third down here in overtime and some work to do. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Knights get enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's first and goal. They want to run this quarterback. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're bouncing around. We're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.